So few things we thought of that time. One is a blog, writing a blog. If people read your blog and they see that you have written it, makes sense, na? Yeah, and they see you're writing again and again, means so there's a higher chance that they will come to you. Second thing was that you have written a book, for example. We know that if you write a book, then people assume you're an expert on that subject, right? The other thing that we identified is that whenever I used to teach in CLAT at IMS, right? So I used to, I had a lot of experience. I saw that whenever I taught people something, if I taught a businessman something, they become my client. Okay, because I've taught them, they have respect for me, so they don't consider that, oh, you are young, etc. They are ready to give in all. They see it in the other way. Oh, brilliant young. So if you say brilliant and young, what comes after that? Scientist, chess player, mathematician, brilliant young lawyer. You never heard too much, but yes, in this case, I have been introduced many times as brilliant young lawyer when I was not even a lawyer, law student. So I had to correct, no, I am not a lawyer. Okay, I'm just a law student, but I run this startup where we do legal risk management, and
this is a good trick to get big clients.
It is not a trick. It is actually the most important thing to do. It is not a trick. It is hard work. Okay. I used to think it's not a trick. It is hard work. You if you think if you write 5 blog posts, you will get clients. No, right? You'll have to do work. You have to do great work. You have to really stand out. Your knowledge has to show through, right?
Yeah,
so you have to. But the good thing is that if you keep writing, your knowledge will grow and it will start showing in your writing.
If you allow, I would like to share something about it.
Sure, please.
Yeah, regarding this volume, I had realized it a lot. Like I also started after my college. I realized the gap between the legal education and what law we follow, like what we do in practice. So I wanted to do something, and I started a blog named buddinglawyers.in, and I started writing. But I was observing that it was not ranking in search engine, Google, etc. Even it was ranking, it was on the second page or third page. And then I realized that volume matters a lot. Your 5, 10, 15, 20 blogs will not work. If you are written 100, 200 blogs, then it will make sense.
It's not just volume. It is also the quality and the choice of the topic. All of these things matter, right? True. So initially we got it completely wrong. One day we'll be writing on trademark registration. Another day we'll write on patent trolls. Now, if I write an article about patent trolls, are people going to come to me? It is possible. If I write a brilliant strategy on how to counter patent trolls, then maybe some people will come to me. Okay, but highly unlikely even then, right? So you need to identify what is the work that you want to do. So much later when I become smarter, right? So for example, I want to do, let's say I want to do some example, right? What do I say? Let's say I want to work with victims of domestic violence. Okay. So what should I write? I should not be writing all random things, right? I should be focusing on what questions those people will have, what problems will they face, right? What are their, when they go to the police, if police is rejecting to not helping them properly, what problems are they facing, right? Maybe they'll have problem in collecting the right evidence, right? So, so these are the different kind of issues that people are facing. If we write on that, okay, then they will read, and if they benefit and if they get insights from it that actually helps them, then they will come and hire. Similar example I'll give. So yesterday I was on a forum with some doctors. Okay, so there's just now telemedicine law guidelines have come out by the Medical Council of India. So now there's a government sponsored telemedicine guidelines. If you follow this, then till now it was not illegal, but there was no clear guidelines for it, right? What will happen if you practice it? So now there is a clear guideline for practicing telemedicine. So they invited me to give my opinion on it. So I talked about a few things. Now, but when I listen to them, it is important that you listen to them and understand their problems. But apart from telling what I had to say, when I listened to them, then I realized how many problems they have. Okay. Then I realized the kind of legal issues they have. For example, somebody came and asked me a question that when we negotiate contracts with telemedicine service providers, they give us very bad contracts. How do I negotiate this contract? Now, never in my life I would have come up with this question as a blog topic unless I go and interact with the real people out there. While reading it, I could think of few issues. I found one issue that, okay, now that everything will be recorded on video, audio, then there would be a higher risk of getting sued for medical negligence, and there will be evidence also unless you do your job very properly. Correct? On the other hand, fake allegation cannot be brought because it is all recorded. So good for the doctor. So in a way good, but they need to be super careful. Then I thought, okay, if that is the case, then doctors will need further training on how to do things right, because now the level of scrutiny is much higher. Now, all of these things I could think of intellectually thinking, but until I spoke to the doctor, they don't care about all these topics, by the way, right? They care about what they are facing today. What they are facing today, telemedicine service provider giving them a bad contract. How do I negotiate this? This is what should be the topic of discussion today. Okay. Now, this is something that we don't understand while blogging. Most people blog without understanding that what is the audience really wanting. And to know that, you have to go and engage with the ultimate beneficiaries. Now, once those people find regularly the questions to their answers on your platform, then they're like, this guy really gets what we are doing. This guy really understands our business. This lawyer actually has an expertise in my domain. I need to hire this person, rather than somebody says, oh, I'm a good lawyer. Somebody says, no, he's a good lawyer. How do I know that he's good in telemedicine legal issues, right? Or he's good at this part, the particular problem that I have. The brilliance of blogging is that if you read my blog, which is exactly your problem, then you know that this is the exact guy I want to hire, or exact person I want to hire, because he or she knows exactly what I'm facing, and the solution is talking about it in the blog.